filling out your bracket, you have to figure out what team is going to be your Cinderella. If not, you have more than one team. I like Colorado State. I feel like their wins against UNLV and SDSU, St. Mary's, were very effective. Also, Iowa State, the team of misfits, a team of transfers. Royce and Christopherson, who is a lacrosse boy here. Aquinas. Like you said, they got the team that can get it done. They've got some big wins, like they came back from Baylor just the other day. So I like Colorado State and Iowa State.
I'm going to go with VCU again. I think Shaka's going to bring them back. They got that taste in their mouth from last year, and I think they're going to come back wanting more. They're just a good team. I love the coach. I think he's got a good head on his shoulders, and he knows how to rally his team together.
Let me shoot holes through all your guys' arguments. First of all, Murray State, they've only lost one game this year. It's kind of hard for me to believe they're a Cinderella team. Braden with Indiana. Indiana's Indiana. You know, Indiana, when you think of Indiana, is college basketball and high school basketball. So a program like that, it's kind of hard for me to ever say they'll be a Cinderella. Callie, I can't remember who you said right off the top of my head, my fault. But Chance, I liked what you had with Iowa State, coming out of the Big 12. They've played fantastic at home. They've beat a couple big teams this year. And like you said, they got a group of misfits there, and it's always fun to see a team like that who could potentially get to the Elite Eight, if not the Final Four, depending on the type of seed they get and things like that. But moving on, I just brought up the Final Four here. So who do you guys have for your Final Four and your possible champ? We'll start with you, Randall.
I'd have to go with Kentucky, North Carolina. Who was my? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Did you mean Kansas? You said Kentucky twice.
Kentucky,
Yeah,
Kansas.
Kentucky, Kansas.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah,
no, it's fine.
And yeah, they should be They should be pretty solid. I think it's going to be a solid Final Four. I'm looking forward to checking that out.
I like Syracuse depth, Kentucky athleticism, UNC their big three, because they kind of have that big three with Zeller, Henson, and Harrison Barnes. And then I'm gonna go with Ohio State. I think that all this bumbling that's been happening to their team the past couple weeks, I think they're going to come through it. Jared Sullinger's one of the best big men, along with Aaron Kraft, one of the best defenders in the nation. And then you got William Buford, a super senior who has the veteran capability to lead their team into the Final Four.
I might have Kentucky, Marquette, just because I'm a Marquette fan. I got to take them to the Final Four with me. I like what they got this year. Michigan State, and then Duke. Duke's been kind of on a rocky road, but they're clutch, and they seem to come through when the time's right. So I think they'll come through.
If they can learn to box out, after you watch that UNC and Duke game the other day, UNC just killed them on the offensive rebounds and even the defensive rebounds. If Duke can shoot with Seth Curry, Austin Rivers, and Andre Dawkins, who was unheard of in the game just the other day, they have a strong chance to go really far. And I like Duke's team. I like the way they can do it. But if they can't rebound, they're gonna have a lot of trouble beating teams.
Well, we've seen they have that star power we saw from Austin Rivers beating UNC. But like you said, they do shoot a lot of threes. And teams like that live and die by the three ball sometimes have, you catch a cold streak one night and you could be upset potentially by one of these Cinderella teams that we were saying. Braden, we didn't hear from you. Real quick, Final Four and potential champ.
Okay, I do not have Duke. I do have Kentucky, North Carolina with the big three. I have the Mizzou Tigers making it, rolling through the Big 12, keeping their momentum. And then I got Michigan State because I think they always do well in the conference, in the tournament, and I believe that they're one of those top teams in the Big 10 that can make some noise.
It's true. I always like his tidbits. Brandon's got good tidbits about the Big 10.
Hey, even though he's a college wrestler, he knows this thing. I'm going to give this one to him as well because I think the Mizzou Tigers will be there. He's the only person so that they have all those guards, like I said, that can take those last shots and the star power. So, Braden, you get the nod here for the points. We are going to have to take one more look at those perfect bets at the Cooler Region Humane Society.
Here we have Happy, a 12-year-old rat terrier female. She loves to be pet and cuddled, looking for a nice retirement home. Lizzie is a 2.5-month-old shepherd mix female. She is very playful, already knows how to sit, and she is very eager to learn new tricks. Here's a 2-year-old female cat named Bliss, a very affectionate young lady. She is also already spayed. And finally, we have a male named Edgar. He is 6 months old and gray and white. He has a loud and adorable purr. and very energetic and playful.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Once again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. So let's take a quick recap here on Sportscene of the scores. You got Chance with 15, Callie with 5, Braden with 15, and Randall with 10. And unlike other sports scenes that we've done, this round is not for all the marbles. So pretty much it's a two-horse race here between Chance and Braden. Sorry, guys. Still want to hear your opinions, though. We're going to talk about possibly the biggest free agent in NFL history, potentially, here with Peyton Manning. He's owed a $28 million extension by the Colts this Thursday. What do you guys think? Is they going to give him the extension and possible new contract, or is he going somewhere else?
They gave him the big contract initially, knowing that his neck was not 100%. If Peyton Manning is healthy like he says he is and like his doctors say he is, how do you not keep him on your team, Jim Irsay? You're the general manager. Make a smart decision. Peyton Manning will be hands down one of the best quarterbacks to ever play in NFL history. Keep Peyton Manning on your team if he's healthy. Let Andrew Luck learn under him. It happened with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. That is what I say.
Can that relationship be mended? Sorry to cut you off.
I would really hope so. I would really hope so, and I think it'd be just silly if the Colts let go of their star that they've had since he was drafted.
Okay.
I couldn't agree with you more, Chance. Keep Peyton Manning around. Draft Luck. I know Luck wanted to come into the NFL and play right away, but sometimes you just got to sit and learn under the greatest, and then you'll get your time to shine, just like Aaron Rodgers did with Brett Favre. It'll happen. Sit down, watch the great work. Peyton Manning needs to stay with the Colts.
I'm going to disagree with you guys. I feel like the Colts, they've been so off and on about it, they might as well just get it over and release him. Andrew Luck is their future right now. Peyton Manning is no longer the future anymore. They need to figure out what their plan is. They already wasted $26 million on Peyton Manning last season. And think about it. People were thinking that he was going to be playing in game 1, and he ended up not playing the entire season. He's not for sure healthy. Don't take the chance. Stay with Andrew Luck.
I agree with them too. I disagree with you because, I mean, Peyton Manning built that stadium. He basically made that team and that city what it is. Like, nobody cared about the Colts until he was there. Leave him around. Andrew Luck can learn on him, and then he'll be great.
No, you bring up a good point, though. That's true.
That is a good point.
Well, Andrew Luck might be the future. Excuse me. I'm going to go with Chance here. Jim Irsay, you dance with who brought you. The reason that you're there and you're making so much money is Peyton Manning. You thank that guy. You hug him every time you see him. So you got to keep him around. Like Chance said, it's nice to have a guy like Andrew Luck who people think is NFL ready. You never really know until they're at that level. It'd be nice for him to sit a year, maybe 2 years, while Peyton Manning finishes out his career. So Chance, you're going to get the points and the win. FaceTime for you.
All right, I got 2 shout-outs. One to Braden, who, I mean, had just as great of topic starters and topic stats that I had. And I also want to give a little bit of a shout-out to my sister, who plays in their first round of regionals tonight up in Benton. They play in Benton, the Cashion Eagles versus the Benton, whatever they are. I just want to hope that you do your best. And I wish you the best of luck, and I want to thank everybody up here, for competing today, because it was, my points wouldn't have been as strong if their points weren't as strong as they already were. Andrew, to being an excellent host, I couldn't have done it without your beautiful, beautiful transition. So there's my shout out for the day. Thank you guys, and thank you for everybody who watched out there.
See, everybody can see out there the real reason he won is because he butters me up between the breaks, give me those compliments. I love him. But he brought up a good point. Girls Regional start tonight. A lot of area sports around there. Girls Regional start tonight. Boys Sectionals on Thursday. And then States coming up here in a couple weeks for both boys and girls. So be sure to get out there and check out those. There's a lot of area teams still around. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this sports scene. Check us out on Thursday at 4:30. We're going to have our Week in Review segment. So thanks for joining us. That was an okay.